What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to The Good, The Bad and The Stupid. It's Friday the 20th of November. Last one of the week. What else are you going to do? What are you going to do now? Are you going to find another podcast? Are you going to cheat on me with another podcaster over the weekend? Or somebody with a bit more intelligence? I'll tell you what, it won't be the same. It won't be the same. As long as you come back on Monday, I'm going to allow you to flirt with other podcasters. Make sure you come back. That's all right. As long as you're mine as well. But what else? It's raining all weekend, so you probably will do. You've got to find some entertainment, unless you've got lots to do in the house. All those with kids, I'm sure you've got plenty to do, and you won't get a chance to listen to anything other than watch cartoons constantly. What you got to do in that situation is show the kids all the cartoons that you love. Whether it's SpongeBob, I don't know whether they dig the cartoons from 20, 30 years ago, but try and get them into that, and then you just love sitting there watching them as well then, don't you? Tom and Jerry. I'd have Tom and Jerry on repeat constantly. There's a restaurant, there's an American restaurant I've been to, and they had Tom and Jerry on in the corner, on the TV in the corner, and I was constantly distracted by watching the Tom and Jerry on the TV than I was having the conversation with the person I was having dinner with. I was just distracted totally. I was just like, I was bugging out watching the cartoon. It never even had the sound on, but it's visually entertaining, isn't it? So yeah, Tom and Jerry all day long. What else? What are the cartoons? Scooby-Doo before Scrappy-Doo came along. What are the cartoons from? Thundercats. Thundercats, number one, after Tom and Jerry. Number two, number 1.1, Thundercats. You never ever see anything about Thundercats now. I'll tell you what, you put that on, the kids would be fucking. I'll tell you what, it's my idea again. Remake Thundercats. Why have they not made a Hollywood like a film with all actors in it, not a cartoon? Why have they not made that? That's going to be a brilliant film, Thundercats. I'll tell you what, you've got to get somebody to get this podcast shared to Hollywood. Get somebody up there. Thundercats, rah rah rah, Thundercats. I'll drill it into them. That would make a brilliant movie, though, wouldn't it? It really would. It was the top guy, Lion-O and Panthro. I'd play either of those two. Lion-O, I'll be the lead one. Lion-O, I'd have to play the lead. I couldn't play any other part, not unless he was better than the lead. You got to big yourself up. You can't. It's my idea, so I get to play who I like. Thank you very much. Anyway, let's move on. My dreams of Hollywood stardom. What's it called? Well, none of us nearly had any more days after. This would have made a good film as well. There's an asteroid the size of a London bus that missed Earth by a fraction on Friday the 13th. Now that would have made a good Friday the 13th. Imagine that. Bang, straight into the fucking Earth. That would have rocked, that would have killed, that would have destroyed a big area. Let's hope it didn't land in, it would have caused tsunamis and all sorts, wouldn't it? But so that was Friday the 13th. Where did he go? He obviously missed us. He missed us by 240 miles. You might have thought somebody might have told us, might have said, that's it. When the world's going to win, they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you. It ain't going to be like Hollywood. It ain't going to be like that Bruce Willis film when everybody in the world knows and the world's coming to an end. They're not going to say anything. It's just going to come and it's going to be like fucking good night. You know why? Because, and guaranteed there'd be like a fucking section of the population. The first thing they would do when they knew that the asteroid was coming to destroy the Earth, they'd run to the supermarket and buy all the toilet rolls. That's what they'd do. And all the pasta. And they would buy all this fucking shit. They'd go into mad panic mode, and that's what they would think. Bang, bang, bang. Because that's what they do. Because they're stupid. You're stupid. If you're that person, you're stupid. Anyway, best thing to do is run straight to, I don't know, what's your guilty pleasures? Strip bars, if you're a bloke. What is it? The women, strip bars for women. If the women, the Dream Boys. Best restaurants, go and check into the best restaurants if you're the only one with the news. Best restaurants, and then don't pay. Just say it doesn't matter, the world's ending, mate. Sorry, I ain't got any money. But don't worry about it. It's not the worst thing. The restaurant's not going to be here in about an hour and a half time. Anyway, yeah, so that could have been a bit funky. Anyway, fuck it, that would have topped off a great year anyway, wouldn't it? The average Brit has sex 6 times a month, but nearly half want more. Nearly half. Why don't they just have more then? If they're in the partner, if they've got a partner, 6 times a month. That ain't a lot, is it? I guess. I mean, that's if you don't see each other that much, I guess. But 6 times a month, if you're in a relationship, I mean, you know, somebody going, oh, I do 6 times a day. I do 6 times a month, 6 times a day, 6 times an hour. That's what I do. No, I'm not. That's not me. I'm not about. That's just some cocky fucking, you know, Mister. I have sex all the time. When you know, half the time that's with himself, not with anybody else. And he's got fucking Babe Station. Is the #1 channel on his television. But yes, so half of them want more than the 6 times. So you're just going to have to, whenever you have that, you're just going to have to do it twice in the same night. You've doubled your session then, ain't you? Anyway, I could go into more of that, but I might start revealing some of my own secrets. Shop condoms. A shop sent some condoms instead of latex mittens. Somebody ordered some latex mitten gloves. Latex mittens? They've got no fucking fingers, have they? You know what, latex mittens? You're using latex to be able to grab stuff and use stuff with your fingers while they're covered and protected, but you still need your fingers. But mittens, they're all like, your fingers are all like closed off, aren't they? They're like the mittens like kids have, or like your snowboarding mittens or whatnot. You ain't gonna do much with that, are you? They're like having oven mittens on. You can't do fuck all. You don't want them in a lab. What are you going to use them for? Anyway, they sent condoms instead. There you go. So whoever got the mittens, who was expecting the condoms, do you reckon he's using one of the fingers? What do you think? Could be. Depends. Might have to be big fingers. If it was me, big fingers. Yeah, don't use your little fingers. I'll be in the thumb. I will. I'll be in the thumb, but it'd have to be a big thumb. That's the same guy. I'm repeating the same guy. Anyway, Dick Van Dyke's making money. He's 94. He's still going for it. You know why? Because it's easy money. He's 94 and he's still making money. And he's selling Dick Van Dyke Cockney slang messages on, what's that message site called? Bollocks. There's a message site where people get the personal videos anyway. And it's a big thing now, isn't it? Lucrative personal videos. You're getting this for free. You're getting this personal news report from me to you for free. Anyway, he's giving them for £830. As much as I like Dick Van Dyke, as much as I like any fucking... I mean, Clint Eastwood. I'd probably have a Clint Eastwood one if I was going to get one, but I wouldn't pay. I don't need to. I don't need his personal... Or saying that, he's going to go, right, hey, Wayne, go ahead, Wayne, make my day. Or he's going to say something in the Clint Eastwood voice. I don't know. It might be worth the money. But I'd have to be pretty rich to pay £830 for anybody's fucking message from it. I don't think there's not many other. I don't think there's anybody else I would have. Cameo, that's it. The Cameo. One day I'll be selling mine on there. I won't be getting much for it. Probably 50p. So if I get enough of you, if I get enough listeners on this podcast, I'll sell messages on there for 50p. That's because you're listening on the podcast, but nobody watches the videos. That's what it is. The videos on YouTube, I'm giving them out for free, but nobody watches them. The YouTube algorithm is not a friend of mine. It does not fucking show them to anybody. I can't be bothered to do the advertising on it, so I'll just put them on there anyway. But I think I've had fucking zero watches on my last one, 2 on the one. It's ridiculous because you got to get the algorithm working for you, but fuck it. I know you're there with your ears anyway on the podcast section, so I don't need it. Anyway, the worst of things are going on for other people, like Rudy Giuliani. Is that his name? Whose his hair was running down his face during a press conference. He's getting all the shit, isn't he? He had to go and do a press conference the other week at the Four Seasons, and somebody booked the Four Seasons landscaping company, and he had to do it from there, and that just looked ridiculous. And now his hair dye is running down his face when he's giving this latest press conference on the fraudulent election. He's been put the face of the situation. He was sweating, and he's the face of the situation. And I bet he's not a bit of fan of it now. But he's saying, right, that's it. I ain't fucking had enough. You've lost. I'm not going out there again. They're ridiculing me. I'm the one who's coming out of the laughing stock while Donald Trump hides fucking away behind the curtains in the White House. He's sending me out to do his dirty work. Whether the fucking election was fraudulent or not, I'm not doing it again. He'll keep doing it. Depends on how much the money. It's all about the money. If the money's coming, oh, he's got dirt on him. He probably thinks you better get out there, otherwise I'm going to tell everybody about what you've been up to. It ain't just about the Borat video with your hands down your pants. Anyway, the first T-Rex skeleton. The first T-Rex skeleton's going on show. I'd love to see this. It's a real full-size T-Rex, and it's also. But it was found 67 million years old. It was, and it was found preserved together with. Oh, has he got all this skin and everything? Oh, it's just the skeleton they've got anyway. But it's got. It was fighting a Triceratops. A Triceratops. Where is it? I think, yeah, it was fighting the Triceratops, and they've got them both. And the Triceratops' teeth were still in the T-Rex, biting it. Fucking amazing. That's just like something out of like a movie, a movie that we've all seen, like Jurassic Park. But it is, and it's actually Triceratops. I love them, and I love T-Rexes. I love them. I do. I love them, and I love what's the birds? Pterodactyl. I love them as well. I don't think there's any dinosaurs I don't love, actually. But yeah, it'd be good to see that. That'd be fucking pretty special. I think they got the Triceratops as well. It's mad when you go into one of those. I've been by the one in the Natural History Museum. I think that was a fake one though, but it was like full size what original one was, and you were dot compared to it. It's crazy. You'd imagine you would be, you would definitely be chewed. You'd just be chewing gum to a dinosaur if he picked you up. And the last one I'm going to do. What is it? No, last two I'm going to do. The world's first sexual. Yeah, anybody of you that were missing out on sex who said you wanted more sex, there's a world's first sex app for adults, social media app for adults. It's called Killing Kittens, and it's an orgy in your pocket. And it received 170 grand. All you people who are struggling with your businesses, struggling for to put food on the table, visiting food banks. This place received 170 grand of government funded off money to help startups in the lockdown. So they used that money to set up a sex app. Fucking crazy. Yeah, good. Anyway, so there you go. Check it out. I mean, we're in lockdown at the minute, but everybody's going to fucking go crazy. Get to know everybody on there at the minute, and when you come out that week, you're going to have that much sex, you ain't going to fucking want any for a month. Or a year, even. The last one I'm going to do is a takeaway restaurant has been ridiculed after a punctuation error on its leaflets, where it left his name on its flyers, Anus Kitchen. Is it, what restaurant is it? What kind of food? Anu's. It's meant to be Anu's, A-N-U, comma, S, kitchen, Indian restaurant. And I put it as Anus Kitchen. So somebody's done that on purpose, and they've gone, I'll tell you what, that really looks like anus. Let's delete the comma and print all his leaflets with anus on it. Fuck it, it's a brilliant joke. We'll do that one, and then we'll print his leaflets for free, these original leaflets for free once a load of them have gone out. Would you order a curry from Anus Kitchen? I think I would. I think it'd be funny. But I'd have to ring up and say, is that Anus Kitchen first? And really piss him off, because after a while, and he say, it hasn't got, can I have whatever meat you would have. I don't know what I would order. I certainly wouldn't order the Anus special. Let's put it that way. Anyway, and I won't be ordering any meat anyway, because I don't eat it. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. And usually, and one of the reasons is because anus is in a lot of the meat things that you do eat. And you don't know, because they don't fucking put that on the box, because it wouldn't sell. Right, I'm going to leave it there, and see you again next week. Bye.